Hey, this is Kevin Tanner coming to you with another review here of Micro Galaxy Squadron ship. Today we're going to be looking at the chase version of the Starfighter class. This is Anton Merrick's X-Wing. This is the 1 of 5,000 chase. So we're going to go ahead and dive into that. Before I do that, if you could please like and subscribe to the page. Also, if you go ahead and check in the description, I have a link to the Micro Galaxy Collection Star Wars Action Fleet page we run on Facebook. Please come on over there. It's a great community of other collectors that really enjoy Micro Galaxy Squadron, Action Fleet, Micro Machines, and Micro Collection. So let's go ahead and dive into the review. So here is the Micro Galaxy Squadron Antoc Merrick's X-Wing. So we're going to go ahead and do a review and a comparison here. We're going to go ahead and take a look at the box. We'll look at the figure that comes with it. We'll look at all the features of the ship. We'll do some measurements, do a comparison, and then we'll go from there. So starting out first with the box. So I've already opened this, but here is the front of the box. So there you can see the Antoc Merrick, number 41. It's got the chase sticker on here. This is a chase. Has a figure or a picture of him popping out of the cockpit. On the box here and the backing of the box, we end up getting the scene here from the Star Destroyer and X-Wings, whatnot. On the back, you get the other versions of the ships that come in the Starfighter class. So you can see them down there on the bottom, as well as some of the other features that are on the ship. So once you then open the box up, you do end up getting a nice little card backing here that can be used as a display, which is really cool. It's a great feature that Micro Galaxy Squadron does in all of their boxes. They end up having a display stand type of a card backing, which is nice. And then let's go ahead and get into the ship. So it comes with Antoc Merrick, the pilot, as well as a astromech. So here are the figures. So it's the R2, R9. And they come in this little figure package, which is so cool. I love that Micro Galaxy Squadron does this, and they continue to do it. It makes the opening experience so much more fun. And so let's go ahead and take a look at the figures. So first, if we're looking at Antoc, so pretty cool. He's got the blue flight suit on. He's got the light blue, rebel symbols there on him. The paint on white paint there on his pant is pretty nice. I mean, overall, I think the figure looks great. Glossy paint there on the gloves and the boots. He is 1 inch tall, just like the other Micro Galaxy figures. And then here is our, what was his name? R2, R9. So just a red droid, got some white paint there on him. So that is the front. Oh, I didn't realize that. I had him put in there backwards when I initially had him in there. So that's the front of the R2 unit. And this guy is slightly more than a 1/2 inch. So I'm gonna do it in centimeters, 1.5 centimeters. So there you go. And so now if we go ahead and look at the ship itself, this thing looks really awesome. So again, the paint detail on this is really nice. This does have a wash on it, so you can see a little bit of pooling of the wash on there. I really don't mind it that much. This is a supposed to be beat up looking ship anyways, but you got some of the blue on here. You got the blue rings on there. You've got this little part there that's colored in. And when you turn it over on the other side, it has paint on the underside, which is really nice as well. It has, and this is probably the coolest part of it that I really like, is on the back here. It's got the orange burn in there, like the engines are going. And then from a features perspective, it has the expanding wings, just like you're going to have on all of the other ones. It has the landing gear that pops out, just like the other X-Wings. Like that. It does have the ejector button here for the R2 unit, which I'll show you that here in a second. So we'll go ahead and put him in here. to be able to pop him out. Just push it up like that. He comes up the top, which is nice. And then once you put the figure inside. So overall, I think this is a fantastic option to have as a chase. It's one of those that is really cool for all of us big time collectors that really like the Rogue series. Rogue One, the movie itself. To be able to have this, I hope that we get more and more of these X-Wings, because the paint detail on this is getting better and better with each wave so far. So as a comparison of this to the standard X-Wing, so here is Luke's X-Wing from Wave 1. So you can see obviously the wash is a lot less, which is nice. Not as much wash as what you'd have on the standard version, but pretty much everything else is the exact same. Wings work the same way, landing gear is the same, all of that. Now, if we go ahead and do just a quick measurement of the ship itself, so oops, flip it over here. From front to back, we're looking at about 5.5 inches. Wingspan here is about 4.5. When it's in this position where the wings are open, it is 1.5 inches tall. If we then go ahead and close the wings down, it's just about 1.25 inches, 1/4 with the R2 unit in there. Now, I did want to do just a quick comparison relative to Action Fleet. So this is a custom Action Fleet one that I did. This was a really early custom that I did, so the custom is not that great. But you can see from a paint detail perspective, I mean, they hit a lot of the big markers here in terms of all of the paint that's on it, which is really nice. So obviously you can see the size difference. The Action Fleet one is significantly bigger than the Micro Galaxy one, but I still do like the Micro Galaxy one a lot. So that is your review here of the Micro Galaxy Squadron Anton Merrick's X-Wing Starfighter. So if you like this, please go ahead and hit like and subscribe. Go ahead and check us out on Facebook as well. And then actually, before I sign off on this, if you want to see just a quick comparison, this is just your standard Action Fleet Y-Wing pilot. There is a comparison to the height of the pilots. So there you go. Thanks for watching.